There's a few things flying around virally, and every once in a while it catches my attention. One of the things that's really caught my attention is this show with a guy called LV General. I see his face flying around. I don't really know much of his content, but I know he's a very popular guy because his face is always like flying around amongst the circuit. And obviously ZZ Mills, I know ZZ Mills. Do you know what I mean? So they were on this show where I don't know. I haven't watched the full version. I just seen the clip. So it's males on one side, females on one side, and the discussion was, can men and women be friends if they're in relationships? So can they have male friends? Can women have male friends, basically? So the LV General guy goes to one of the girls who's adamant that they can be friends and that she's got a male friend and he doesn't fancy her. He said, okay, cool, call her. So call him. So she calls him and he says, all right, say to him that you want to go on a date. So she goes, you want to go on a date? And he's like, well, like a date? She's like, yeah, like a date, like a romantic date. Yeah, romantic date. And he was like, you like me like that? She's like, yeah. And he was like, all right, say nothing, let's go. Or something like that, basically. So that exposed the fact that my man was right. LV General was right. That his statement was right. You can't have male friends. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think women in relationships can have male friends even though they're in relationships?
Even if like, for example, I'm in a relationship, can I have like a female friend?
Yeah, basically.
I think it's a yes and a no.
You got to break that down for me. Yes and a no. You got to break that down for me.
I think it's a yes in terms of how you know the person. And no in terms of like, all right, put it this way, yeah? Like, I've got female friends that I've known from like we were kids. Like, we were kids. Like, they're married, I'm married now, we're friends and all them things. Do you know what I mean? And like, we're still cool. My wife's cool with them because she knows, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? But then if it's like, I've got certain girl friends that she's not cool with because I don't know them from school, and it was a different. I know them from a different situation, and you know them ones there. So I think it's more of a thing like that because I think a lot of chicks, from my life experience, I realized a lot of women are very naive, very, very, very naive, And I think, do you know what? This is such a mad subject, A lot of women are very naive, but a lot of men are switched on. But the reason why I say it's an interesting subject is because, like, as a black man, and I'm going to say as a black man, like, I feel like black men are more like, let's just say like the girls go in certain raves or certain type of place, wearing a certain type of outfit. We are more like, we're more wary. We're more like, probably don't want them to go and then things there. Don't want them to attend certain places because we know what kind of people are there. We know what kind of predators we used to be when we was on the hunt and them things there. Do you know what I'm saying? And we don't want them to fall into the same kind of circumstances. And then I saw this clip the other day, Oh my God, I need to find this clip where like this chick, she's like I think she's like a mixed race chick, light-skinned chick, And she was talking, and someone asked her something. She's like, yeah, I got a man, rare. And they're like, where's your man? She's like, he's at home. And then she said, nobody asked her nothing. And then she goes, oh, he's a white man though. He's a white man though, rare. And I looked in the comment, because I'm thinking like, what does she mean by that? Basically, she means that he's more comfortable. A lot of people are saying in the comments that white guys are a lot more comfortable with letting their chicks out because they're not, you know what I'm saying? Whereas black guys ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I say it's an interesting subject because it depends on the kind of person you are. Like as black guys, we know because we used to be hunters ourselves. We know what the signs are, what kind of signs to look for. You know what I'm saying? We know what weaknesses to look for in a gal and them things there. We know we've been out here. So we don't want our females to fall victims to that. But I don't know, man. It just depends on what kind of life experiences you have.
I mean, the point you just made, I want to emphasize on that. Like, what's the difference between a white guy and a black guy? What's the difference? Because all men don't want their women out there for the taking.
Like I said, I'm just discussing this specific clip that I saw the other day.
Yeah.
Where it was in Carnival. I'm going to find you this clip. I have to find the clip.
Okay.
When the girl was in carnival and they said, where's her man? She said her man's at home. And they're like, oh, why come he's not here? She's like, oh, he's a white man sort of thing. Like, and I was like, I didn't even think nothing of it. I just went in the comments, and the
Yeah.
comments like, oh, they started talking about race, saying white guys are more comfortable with letting their girls out without
Oh, for
feeling,
real?
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. I never really thought about that, because me as a man, yeah, like, I'll keep it real, keep it funky, keep it 100. Like, if my woman is going out and she's wearing certain things, put it this way, it's got to the point where, like, she's not going to wear certain things because she knows I don't like it. If she buys certain things that's like borderline 50-50, she's going to check with me first and then things there. And if I don't rock with it, she's not going to rock with it either.
Yeah.
So everyone can look at that how they want. People can be like, oh, he's controlling, he's this, but we just have an understanding between each other in it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just like when I first met her, I was wearing earrings and stuff. She don't like my earrings. I've worn earrings for over like 10 years since I met her. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's give and take each way.
For real. Yeah, but anyway, to the subject itself, in regards of like, can women have male friends when they're in relationships? Yeah. With me, I agree with you. I think it depends on the mind state, because like I've got female friends, but my female friends that I've got, like you said, they're all married. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're all good, and there's no attraction there at all, other than our friendship. Like, our mentalities is what we're attracted to, but there's no like desire to want to be with each other, because we respect each other enough to know that would, you know what I mean, just in case. But there was one time where the other 50%, yeah, like when my mum passed away, I remember there was this girl whose mother had also passed away, and me and her were kind of friends on social media, Facebook, kind of friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were friends for like 3 years before both our parents passed away, so we knew each other well enough. Do you know what I mean? And we used to always, like, you know, confide in each other. And I asked her, like, is your husband okay with this? And she was like, yeah, I mean, my mom's passed, your mom's passed, we're just talking. We've been talking for years anyway, because I knew her before she got married anyway. Do you know what I mean? But there was something in the back of my mind that just felt like, I don't know, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's told her husband about this. So one time she brought me some jollof rice, and she was dishing it for me, and we're talking. And then this girl starts telling me how her man's not that intelligent. She really respects my mind, and she really thinks that I'm a nice guy, and sometimes she wish she had met me first. And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. See, most men who are CUNTs would have taken that opportunity. But you see, with me, I saw her as a CUNT. Because you're here cussing your husband to me when your husband's giving you...
Not a husband, but yeah.
No, it was a husband.
Oh, a husband?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're here cussing your husband to me, but yeah, you told me that he's giving you the freedom and the respect, like that leeway to like to still be talking with me, even though most men would be like, bun that friendship. Do you know what I mean? He's giving you that freedom, and you're breaking that trust. But on top of that as well, you're insulting him to me. Like, I'm so insecure, I might think, oh, you're insulting the next man to me, so therefore I feel a bit more superior than that man. Because some men, that's how they think. The second a woman starts insulting their man, they think, yeah, this is me. Do you know what I mean? She must rate me more than she rates him, and it gets to their head. Whereas me, I'm looking at her personality, I'm looking at her character, and I'm appalled by it. Do you know what I mean? So that's the first-hand experience of like me thinking, you know what, I'm not too sure about this whole... Do you know what I mean? Because some guys, and the thing is, also some guys are sleazebags, bro. They'll be a woman's friend for 10 years straight and pretend like they're not interested, just waiting for the opportunity.
Again, I go back to the point I made. I think it's obviously there's always exceptions to every rule. There's exceptions to every rule. But for me, how it looks like and how it plays out, it's like, if I've known you from school times when I was young, preschool, then we're just
Nothing.
friends.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
But if I've known you after school, when I've developed and I'm developing into a man and them things there, and even though we might be friends, deep down,
there's some attraction there, yeah.
So it doesn't matter how long we've been friends for, maybe just the opportunity. Like, in the past, or whatever, I've had friends I've been friends with like years, and then like girl brethrens, and then one time we went out, and then we ended up clapping.
Boom. Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
As a guy, guys bide their time and them things there. They'll all be there for you while you're in a relationship, listening to you and all them things there.
Just waiting.
But these times, they're on this clapping thing,
Yeah.
encore on them things there.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And it happens a lot.
That's what
It
they're
happens a
on.
lot, yeah.
There's a lot of females that think that, oh no, like when I went met my wife, she had like a good guy brethren, but when I'm digging deep down into it, I'm like, nah man, I'm not comfortable with this. No,
That's what I was
cut it
gonna
off,
ask
cut
you.
it
That's
off.
gonna ask you. Hold on. That's what I was gonna ask you. Are you comfortable with your wife having male friends?
My wife having male friends.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of male friends. Like I said, like she had a male friend, like just the same thing I said to you before. She's got male friends, yeah. I'll give you an example. My son goes swimming every week, yeah. One of her male friends, because came to our house this morning, and me and him took my son to swimming this morning together. But that's male friends that they grew up together
Yeah.
from like from like 3, 4, 5 years old, and they've always been friends. You know them ones there.
Yeah.
Now the one that I don't like her with, that she don't chat to no more, where she had to cut that off. Her friend she met when she went uni.
I see.
And they're male friends. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tell my wife, they're not bridging with you because they love your personality and anything there. They're just waiting for the right opportunity. I'm telling you because I'm a man. This is what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? Taking from the horse's mouth and them things there.
It's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, if it's a brethren from one day from before when she's young, I can't say nothing about that because that's. But if it's someone like, let me know the circumstances that you met that person, and then we can go on from there. That's how I feel. How about you? Well, are you comfortable with your wife having male friends?
I'll be honest with you,
and you got any male friends? And
okay, so she's got one male friend, but they've known each other for like eons. We're talking like eons, like you said, like childhood and that. And I've probably spoken to him like a couple of times, and in all honesty, it's one of them ones where my wife just knows that I'm not feeling it, so she herself, she's kind of like, she's done with that one basically. Do you know what I mean? Like, because she knows it's not like he strikes me as someone that would make a move, but our personalities just don't match, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I think he might be one of those in the closet type guys. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? Our personalities just don't match, so it's one of them ones where it's like, I'm not feeling his energy basically. Do you know what I mean? So I think our respect for me, my wife is kind of like done with that as well. Do you know what I mean? So no male friends. And in all honesty, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I would want my wife having male friends. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, no matter what the circumstances are, I don't think I would. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know, man. I just know how men are, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And the things, I respect my wife, so I know my wife is not. She's not like one of those people that's just like walking through the world without having a common sense. You know what I'm trying to say? So she would know if someone's intentions are, why do you want to be my friend in the first place? You know what I'm trying to say? Because look, no man approaches a woman unless there's something that they find attractive. No man thinks, I want to be your friend. Every man finds something attractive. Like, let's be honest, I walk down the street and I look at a woman. The last thing I think is, I would love to be her friend, you know? Like, there's got to be something really crazy about you.
Let's start a friendship circle.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? No man's walking down the street looking at a woman thinking that. They're always thinking, she got a nice bum, she got nice hips, she got nice waist, she got nice breasts, she got nice eyes. There's something. And then you try to, like, you know, try and get a little bit further into, like, you know, the situation. Do you know what I mean? So my wife is fully aware of that. So I don't think my wife, even she would want male friends, because she would know what those intentions are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And if she did, it would have to be colleagues. Maybe they're doing like some kind of assignment or something, but the boundary needs to be set so my man knows it's about the assignment. Because my husband will F you up, basically. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only way I can see it happening. But that's from a married man's perspective. I don't know what it's like for men who it's their girlfriend, so they can't really tell them nothing, because the girlfriend might think, you can't tell me what to do. Because these days, you know, these girls, they ain't trying to hear nothing, bro. You could be guiding them and they'll think you're controlling them, because now this word, what's it called? What's that word that they use all the time these days? What's it called again? Oh, what's that word that women use all the time? Even when a man's making sense and trying to protect them from something, they always say, narcissist. He's a narcissist. You're a narcissist. So I feel sorry for the boys these days, you know what I mean?
I feel like in terms of relationships, things move a lot smoother if we go back to how things used to be back in the days with our parents and all that stuff. The traditional roles. When this whole feminism movement started, and women think, don't get me wrong, women are doing well in the world and stuff. Like, I rate women. I'm not even talking down on them, but we've all got a role in this world, and things were a lot more harmonic when everybody knew their roles.
Yeah.
Right now, man trying to be woman, woman trying to be man, and all them things there. It's crazy.
But one thing
roles
I've
are crossing
noticed
in this
though,
thing.
one thing I've noticed with the like our generation on social media, I'm seeing a lot of like reels and shorts and clips of women from our generation or a bit older who are trying to go back to those days. Like I'm seeing them saying things like, if my husband doesn't want me to wear it, I won't wear it. If my husband says don't be friend with that guy, male friend, I won't be. And I'm like, whoa. But I think
You got what women need to understand is, yeah, when a man says to you, "Oh, I don't want you to wear your own man," I don't want you to, like, some people think, "Oh, he's holding me back.
or yeah.
He's not letting me blossom. He's not letting me all this stupidness, yeah." But that's not true. You gotta understand this, yeah. Like I'm gonna keep saying it, I've said it over again. As predators, as people who's been out there on the hunt, on the market, come on, bro. We know the signs. We know what to look for. We know how to lure people in. But I've been with gal, like I've matched gal the first night I met them. I've matched them in the first hour. I matched them the first week. I've matched them. I've waited 10 years. All sorts of blood, there's all sorts of ways to skin a cat and them things there, yeah? But if you don't know the signs, yeah, then the reasons why your guys, your men are trying to guide you and show you these ways is because they know that other guy. Most guys out here, they'll match a hole in a wall. Do you know what I'm saying? Give them any opportunity, yeah? Smile at them. Like, I got brethren where a gal would just smile at them and they'd just be like, yo, she's on me.
She's on me, yeah,
bro,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
She's a friendly girl. Nah, bro, she's
feeling
feeling
just saying hello and them things there.
Yeah.
You know, being pleasant. Man, yeah, she's on me. Like, so, bro, even the signs that certain chicks are not giving away, man read it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Men are predators out here.
But you know what? Sometimes it's not about being predators. It's about, we don't want men to have the wrong perception of our women because we respect them so much that we don't want men to have the wrong perception. Because some men, they'll see certain things that you wear and they'll automatically class you in a certain category. They'll think easy, difficult, probably wants a relationship, probably a one night stand. Some men, like, that's how we think sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We know how to categorize, we know what box to put women in based on our first perception of them. And this is just this is just inside game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is inside knowledge. But it's true, sometimes we don't want our women to be given off the wrong perception. So that way it's like, well, kind of like, are you inviting that kind of thing? Is it easy for these men to approach you kind of thing just based on their perception of you? Do you know what I mean? This is the reason why a lot of men do want their women dressed a certain way. Do you know what I'm
saying? And see, like what you said, like you're seeing like more of like these clips of women saying, oh, they'll like whether they're meant kind of one sort of thing, as long as it's reasonable, nothing crazy and stuff
exactly.
like
I want you here at 6 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're willing to compromise and things.
It's a two-way thing.
Bro, see these kind of women, yeah, they are the ones that's going to end up with partners. It's going to end up with end up getting married and them things there. And I know right now, even in this day and age, yeah, there's a lot of women that be like, oh yeah, I don't need no man, and they're chatting poop, bro. At the end of the day, when everybody goes home and your door shuts here, bro, no human being is meant to be alone. Nobody. You know when you go to prison, yeah, you know what the punishment is? They put you in the block by yourself because they know the isolation is punishment.
Yeah.
Why would you want to say, oh, I don't want no man? You're an idiot. Yeah. I know you. We both know you're an idiot. Like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, like when you're cutting your nose off just to spite your face. It's not going to benefit you in the end.
Well, you know what? Those women
idiot standards of today and get realistic. I swear down. Like, the people need to understand. Yeah, it's going to sound like conspiracy theories. These governments, these programs, all these ways and views and all these things you see on social media are there to just change your program you and change your ways. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. All these girls.
You know, one thing I've noticed, like, though, you see those women who will say, I don't need no man, I need no man. They're very dangerous, bro, because those are the ones that, if their friend who's in a relationship has one little argument with their man, they will pounce on that opportunity to tell them, see, See how men are, see men how men are. And
Misery loves company.
yeah, bro, it's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. Women out there,
Miserable people, they love the company.
women out there, if you're watching this, hold on, make movies. Women out there, if you're watching this, I'm telling you, that friend of yours who's proud to be single, doesn't want no man, believe you me, she's the loneliest person on this planet. And the second you have one argument with your man or things get rocky, they would want you to join it, which means they don't want company of a man, they want company of a woman.
Yeah.
And they got their eyes on you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Bro, yeah, bro, trust me, like, see, like, with the whole relationship thing, even the whole, the way I look at life, I think it's simple. It could all be so simple.
But you'd rather make it hard.
It literally, literally, it could all be so simple. We make it so hard for no reason.
Yeah.
It's basic. We are out here for our women are not when I say fragile, I mean like in comparison to men. Do you know what I'm saying? In this crazy mad world, with this world full of predators and all sorts of crazy people, and you know what I'm saying, when my wife's coming home from work, I've got to go pick her up first thing at a train station because I know there's crazy men. If it gets dark in winter, walking in the shadows and them things there, I might try to attack her, but I'm not letting any of them chance. It's our role as men to be there and protect.
Naturally,
like any harm is coming, I'm the first line of defense. Are you mad? And do you know what I'm saying, bro? That's our role.
And it's not just physically. It's not just physically.
Let us go out there let us go out there into the world and get beaten up. Come back here with a little call. Because we can take it. We've been built for this. You've been built to have women. I mean, to have children, the maternal instincts and everything else that you have. We all have our roles. Hence why we don't get pregnant and women get pregnant because they're meant to bear baby and them things there. Bro, they're mashing up these women's heads, bro. It's simple, bro. It's so simple, bro.
Yeah, they're switching the roles. They're switching the roles, bro. They're literally playing around with people's roles, bro. I'm telling you, it's insane.
Look back in the days. Our parents, they were fine. Yeah, because some people are gonna be like, oh, yeah, back in those days, some people just stay just to be there.
No.
Well, some of you need to learn some of the resilience that your parents had.
Yeah.
That's what it's about in life sometimes. People, nowadays, they're talking about, going 50-50 on bills. If this man's not wearing this kind of shoe, I don't want to be with him. And what the hell are you
Bro, you know
about?
what? You know what? You see what you're saying, yeah? It's deep. I saw this clip where there was a dating coach and someone had ripped his live stream where he was talking to one of his students, and it was a female, and she was saying to him how all her dates are failing. And he said, okay, why do you think your dates are failing? And she started mentioning all these places that men are taking her for dinner, men are taking her for lunch, men are taking her just to, like, you know, for coffee and stuff. And he was like, what's wrong with that? And she was like, oh, but you only spent this and you only spent that and you only spent this. And she was like, he was saying to her, but what's what he spent got to do with his personality? Did you try and study him? Did you try and understand him? Did you see where his mind state is at? Or were you more concerned with what he spends? And what he spends, why should it concern you? Because it's going to a next man's pocket. It's going to the restaurant owner's pocket. Why do you want him to throw so much money out there just to impress you, but it's really going in the next man's pocket? That's the whole hustle. That's the whole point of the hustle. You understand? To make you come out there because you're so insecure, you end up spending so much, and then you might not even get a relationship out of this person. So why have you spent that money and made the next man rich? Of course, this guy's an intelligent guy. He's taking you somewhere where he's going to spend the least because he wants to spend the most time to understand you. And that's the thing, dating these days, I swear to God, people want to go to like Novikov and the Shard and all this silly stuff that all these young boys can't even afford, and most of these men can't even afford it. Even if they can afford it, it's not logical. So even if they can afford it, it's dumb. Like,
Nobody wants to do park dates no more.
Bro,
I hear that on social media, people are calling that broke.
Come on. How is it broke? Like, you know what I mean? Talk to each other.
Nobody wants to go cinema or just do simple things. Nobody want to go Nando's.
Even cinema I wouldn't go, because cinema, I can't have a conversation with you. It'd be very awkward for two strangers to sit together and watch a movie. I've done that before in the past.
Now, I hear you, but back when we was young, that's what we did. When we used to
but we were kids. It wasn't about personality. It was about just being with a girl. We just wanted to be in a girl's presence. But when you get to a certain age where it's about communication, understanding each other's mentalities, you want to go to places where you're not just sat in awkward silence. And I made that mistake. When I was about 25, I took a girl to the cinema, and I'm not going to lie to you, it just didn't work out because we just sat there in awkward silence. I'm watching it, she's watching it, when we don't even know each other. We're just sat here together. So after it was done, it was like, okay, so you want to go and grab a pizza? You're like, nah, I'm all right. Okay, cool. Bye-bye. You know what I'm trying to say? So I learned after that, okay, you know what? It's got to be a place where we're cracking jokes, we're chatting, we're engaging in activities, something that makes our personality see whether they gel or not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But these days it's so difficult because you could be the most amazing man, the most amazing woman, but she's watching to see how much you're spending. He's watching to see how much cleavage you're showing or something. Oh, she's not sexy enough, so I'm not too sure. She's not showing me enough, so I don't think this is game. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's a lot of thought process, too much thought process going on these days, bro. When people just need to be talking, bro. You understand?
I feel, honestly, I genuinely, like you just said, I feel sorry for the next generation. I even feel sorry for my kids because trying to navigate them to say, yo, like, don't be good, because it's only going to get worse with the social media and OF and all these things. Because the values of women in the modern day society,
the morals are
like, it's in the toilet. It's down there with Lucifer. It's in the gutter.
Yeah, I mean, don't get twisted. There's still many good ones. There's still many good ones out there, but their voices are not as loud.
I know there is, yeah, but it's also.
It's going to be very difficult, though. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult because we're all trying to appeal to each other's like expectations. Do you understand? Especially in a day and age where you think women want to see a materialistic man or want to see a successful man. And he could be an amazing character, but he's showing off and he might flop with that woman because she wasn't even that kind of woman, but he assumed she was. And now she'll look at him like, what are you trying to show off what are you trying to show off your car to me for? I don't give a damn about your car. Then he's going to think, I thought you did. Oh, okay. Well, let me show you my real personality. It's too late now. Do you understand? So this is where it might get difficult. That's why I agree with you. It might be a thing where we try to appeal to each other's expectations so much that we don't realize that we're doing the wrong thing.
And in this day and age of social media as well, I've noticed, you know what these kids do nowadays? Yeah, they will see each other. They could see each other in a shop and them things there. A man will they'll DM each other like, yo, I see you. They won't actually talk of them things there. You know, that's what they do nowadays.
Was it you that sent me that video?
They don't know how to have a normal conversation. You know how we talking now? They don't know how to have a normal conversation.
You're right, bro.
Like, the art of that is gone now.
Socially awkward
they
people.
got like literally short attention spans. Like, it's crazy. It's mad.
Bro,
so that's why, that's why the park thing and all that won't work for them because, but what are they going to talk about?
What are they going to talk about? Yeah.
They're going to be looking at their phones the whole time.
Yeah.
Looking what's on social media and stuff. What are they going to talk about?
Bro, was it you that sent me that video of the man who went knock down Ginger with his son and his son had no clue how to knock down Ginger?
Yeah.
What they call it in America? They called it knock and run or something. I
can't remember. But and then the mom was like, "Where's your dad?" The dad was,
"I'm over here. Run!" And he didn't have a clue. He didn't have a clue that he was meant to run. He knocked the door and he goes, "I'm so sorry for knocking on your door. My dad told me when he was a kid, he used to knock on the door and run." And the woman was like, "Okay, so you're gonna run?" And he was like, "Should I?"
Where's your dad? He's like, "There." What? Doing it with you? He said, "Run!"
Because I swear to God, bro, there is something like there's a shift, bro. I don't know if it's a reset, but there's a shift where, like you said, the communication skills are just down with these kids these days, and it's crazy because, do you know why? Look at the celebrities that they have. I'm sorry, but look at these guys. All they do is scream and shout like cavemen. All the people that these kids have been given as what's the word?
Role models.
Role models, yeah. Like, look at my man, I Show Speed. Bruv, what does this guy do, bro? He shouts, he screams, he does mad stuff. Then you got KSI. Bro, these guys, I swear to God, bro, they're making loads of money, but their brains are like, they're mashing up the youths, bro. Because they're not acting normal, bro. They're not actually like talking and actually saying, bruv, I can't. Look, don't get twisted. They're intelligent people. They're investing their money. Yeah. They're doing very well with their money. But in terms of the perception they're giving the kids, they're screaming, they're shouting, they're doing crazy things. Like, these people are mashing up their rooms and stuff and that. They do crazy stuff, bro. So how do you expect these kids to then now, bro, I don't know how I'm trying to articulate it, but how do you expect these kids to then take on these role models' characteristics and apply it to their life? Because let's be honest, most of the time, especially when we were kids, we had role models. Do you understand? But they weren't that dumb, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry, they weren't doing dumb stuff. Like, bro, remember there used to be a show called Jackass? Did I appeal to Eddie the Man then?
Nah,
That
that's
wasn't
you.
for
That's
man. That
it.
wasn't. But now, if you
Yeah.
look at these kids, yeah, I'm talking
My
like,
white brethren used to like that.
do you know what I'm saying? It didn't appeal to the man. It wasn't something that we
Yeah,
cared
yeah,
about. It was there,
yeah,
and we just knew it was popular, but it was there. It wasn't like
yeah.
on our radar, kind of like
That
that.
what man sense of that what man sense
Do
of
you see
humor
what I'm
thing.
saying? But look at the
Mm,
youths today. This is what they're on. It's Jackass 24/7 streaming, and it's pure
mm,
Jackass moves, bro. And a lot of people won't
mm.
know. If you go, those of you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Jackass. It was a early 2000s MTV show. Yeah, Google it. Watch some clips on YouTube, and you see what I'm talking about. These people are no different from those Jackass characters, bro. I swear to God,
There was
bro.
a couple episodes that was funny still.
I never
That
saw
little
one.
midget
I
brother, they
never
used to
saw
make
one.
him do
No, but
weird stuff.
you know which one I used to love though. I used to love is the one is it Punked? Punked. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, yeah,
Punked
yeah.
was sick,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. When people used to
Punked.
get shook.
Yeah, see that
Shook.
one I used to watch because that one was funny. That one, you know what I mean? When they
Mm,
used to like prank them,
mm,
that was funny. But Jackass, I
mm,
never watched one episode. I knew they were
mm.
famous. I'll never forget that. You seen that clip in I don't want to go off the topic, but you seen that clip of Jackass where one of the guys from Jackass tries to diss Raekwon. And Raekwon just
Nah.
checks him. Oh, bruv, look for that when you get a chance. Raekwon from Wu-Tang,
Mm-mm,
yeah? Like, I think he disrespected ODB, and ODB's mum was in the crowd. And
mm.
Raekwon gripped him up on stage and said, you better apologize to ODB and his mother right now, or I'm going to blow your head off. And you can see the guy look shook. He's like, I'm sorry. So that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
wow.
We didn't flex like that, bro. We didn't flex
Yeah,
like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
So
no.
then again, I see why these kids these days, well, bro, anyway, man, I don't want to make it more about the kids these days. The main topic is that can women have male friends while in a relationship? Me personally, I disagree with that. I don't think it's a
Any
wise
male
idea.
friend, women, check it out, yeah? Any woman that's listening to this, any male friends that you have, yeah? If you're not like from childhood, they are trying to fold you over like some
Yeah.
fresh sheets
Origami.
that come out the laundry. They're trying to fold you over like origami. You know them ones there, like a beach chair.
Telling you.
Trust me. They're trying to make you flipping. They're trying to make you touch your toes and them things there. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. No matter how they're trying to play it, like they're just brethren, give them the opportunity. Trust me, they'll get the recce. The soldier will be standing up. So that's all I'm saying. Don't believe this, brothers. Don't believe this, brothers. You know them ones there, like.
But also, it depends how men break it down to women for them to understand. Because some men, they're so filled with rage, they don't know how to articulate themselves, so they make the women think that it's out of jealousy that they're talking, not because they're actually looking out for them. So I can get why some women will think, what is his problem? He's just my friend. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I can get why. You understand? Because some men don't know how to like, what do you mean? Why are you friends with him? And they get very like, you know what I mean, aggressive and that. So if you can articulate yourself and say, look, I know how men think, and there's a vibe I get from him, there's an energy I get from him, there's a way that he carries himself. I'm telling you, he's no good for you. Like if you can, I don't know how to describe myself, but if you can talk in a way where the woman actually gets it, because that's our job as well. The thing is with men, in terms of relationships, our job also is how we talk to our women.
Yeah,
Like that's one of the main parts, because like you
communication is
said,
key.
yeah, it's key. And not that, because women, like you said, they're very sensitive. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're very emotional. So sometimes if you don't come across the right way, you've actually lost the conversation. Like you've lost the purpose of the conversation. You gotta sometimes, you know what I mean? You gotta like put in that work. You gotta learn how to talk. You gotta learn how to communicate. And believe you me, you will get your point
And the
across.
thing is as well, like most important of all, it will only work if like relationships only work like if a guy's dictating or just I say dictating or whatever. If a guy's making certain rules and all that, the woman is only gonna like run with you if she believes in your leadership, if she believes in you, if she thinks you're someone worth believing in. If they don't, then they're gonna treat you like a punk. So if a woman's treating you like a punk, she don't rate you. That's what I'm saying. And I've never dealt with women like that because I don't. When it comes to women, like how I am with you, everyone's different, innit? I'm saying I don't get treated like never have, never will.
Yeah, but I don't think most of these men even know they're being treated like punks. Some men don't understand women like that. They don't understand, like, there's some men who they're so in love and so in lust that they don't realize they lose sense of their personalities. They lose sense of how they're being perceived. Do you know what I mean? Like, some men are like that, bro. I swear to God, some men are like that. I've come across some people where I'm trying to open up their minds, but they're not getting it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, on that note, let us know what you think. Can women
Be friends
with males even when they're in relationships? And also some of the other stuff that we touched on in terms of like the modern mentality when it comes to like men and women. Is it difficult for them to find partners? And if so, why do you think it is? And also let us know what you think in regards to like the 50-50 sacrifices that we make in terms of like certain attire that we as men won't feel comfortable with our women wearing, or certain things that women will want us to work on and stop. Is that considered controlling? Is it considered losing part of your independence? Let us know what you think, because I think we've touched on quite some interesting topics that I think, you know, we'll love to hear your opinions on. But yeah, brother, it's been a pleasure once again.
Love,
do you know what I mean?
bro.
Love,
Love,
G.
bro.
Love, G. Enjoy the rest
Love,
of your evening,
bro.
yeah?